Morning and welcome to the EU Datathon webinar for the 2021 edition. Today we discuss potential datasets not only for Challenge 3 but also for Challenge 2, and we're very happy to have André Behrens from the Commission here with us. He's from the Directorate General for Justice, and if you find the dataset interesting, please submit a proposal on our website. And for now, you only need to submit a one-page document. So just tell us which dataset you would like to use, which one to link it, and what you would like to create in the end. And after that, we will shortlist the best teams, and then those teams will be invited to develop an application and to present it in November as part of the EU Open Data Days. And with no further ado, I would like to give the floor to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Simon. Good morning, everybody. Good day, everybody. I'll bring you through data sets that we have for SafetyGate, our EU rapid alert system for dangerous non-food products. As Simon said, this is dealt with by DG Justice and Consumers and the Commission. We're working together with member states on the gathering of data. We're very happy to guide you through the data sets that we have available to anybody interested in this topic. I think it's important first to indicate a little bit what SafetyGate is and to give you some general notions. Well, as indicated, it's the European Rapid Alert System for dangerous non-food products, so pharmaceuticals and medical products are not included, food products either, but other consumer products and professional products are all included. Well, what does the system do? It reports on measures that are taken against dangerous products that have been placed on the market. And those measures not only relate to those measures taken by authorities, but also measures taken on a voluntary basis by economic operators who have the obligation to make sure that they only place safe goods on our market. Well, who is feeding the information in the system? It are the EU countries and as well the EEA countries, which are Iceland, Norway, and Liechtenstein. And we use a system to exchange data, which is called SafetyGate RAPEX. And there is a public data set that comes out from there, which you can access through the Public Safety Data portal. Legal base is the General Product Safety Directive and a regulation 765 of 2008 about market surveillance on harmonized products, and we have specific guidelines for the system, which is Commission Decision 2019-417. I'm now going to show you a short video to quickly explain how the system works. The video is a few years old, but it's still totally valid. So let's play the video. Okay, this is a very short video on what the system is, and it clearly shows what the responsibilities are and what the user group of the information is. It are authorities, it are economic operators, and it are consumers. Here, the slide that I'm showing is also indicating what is happening. Member states collect the data, they submit it into our system. We make them available to the general public, and we also include the information on OECD Global Recalls portal. And the information that is circulated between member states also generate follow-up actions by countries that identify the same dangerous product on their market. And this is also fed into our system. And most of the information is available for the general public. Well, important for you to know. How can you be informed of what information we make available? You can visit our website and you can find alerts on dangerous products, indication on the national contact points that deal with the system, information on legislation and enforcement, tips to buy and sell safe online, and a product safety pledge, which is a commitment of online platforms to take off products that have been identified as unsafe. There is a chapter on international cooperation between the different countries, and there is also a section on awareness-raising communication campaigns and events. Pages are translated in all EU languages, and the link is provided on the right bottom side of this slide. Another very interesting possibility that we provide to you is to allow you to subscribe to our weekly newsletter, and to do that with the general pickup of all the weekly information that comes in, which is about 50 alerts per week. But if you're interested only in one specific product sector or one specific type of risk, you can also customize your subscription. And when there are hits that week on your criteria, on a Friday morning, you will get a direct email with a link which you can open and retrieve the data directly from there. What is the information that is available on the alerts in SafetyGate? It's a summary of the alerts, as I indicated before, which allow the identification of a product and give information about the risk and measures taken to prevent or restrict those risks. But there are some elements that are embedded in the internal system that needs to be there for authorities to be able to do their work, which are not available on the public website. These are detailed risk assessments, detailed info on the supply chain, or, for example, sensitive commercial information on prices of a product and things like that. But the information, in principle, all the rest is there, and you can see it with a small tag with the most recent alerts. And you can also scroll through weekly reports, make your searches, and a lot of more options. What is the SafetyGate data all containing? It contains data since 2004 when the system started. It concerns alerts concerning products posing health to the health and safety of consumers. But since 2010, we also include environmental and other risks, and also not only consumer products but also professional products. We have different types of alerts. Most of them relate to cases posing serious risk, which we refer to as Article 12, because of the legislation it refers to. Less than serious risk cases, and other types of alerts where, for example, the risk is not clearly established or there is not sufficient information on the product itself. We also have general yearly reports and a statistical tool that can be used to retrieve data and make up your own statistics. What is there more? We have an automatic machine translation of all alerts into the 24 EU languages plus English. The English version prevails. Machine translations can sometimes be a little bit tricky. We have nearly 29,000 cases published. And since 2011, we also give indications on the follow-up reactions, for which we have, since 2011, more than 33,000. So yearly around 2,200 cases the last few years, with 6,000 follow-up reactions. And we are working on constant improvement of the data as such. So in the early years, you will find less information. In the most recent years, you can see that the data set have been improved enormously. Now the big question is how you can best obtain alert data from SafetyGate. Well, you can download a single alert. If you do that, you can go to the print section on the right-hand side, which will provide you with a PDF file of the alert. But that's not the only thing. You can also download weekly reports, open it following the indications on the screenshot, and then you can print it, export the weekly reports to Excel, or export it to XML. It's your choice how to retrieve the data to be able to afterwards work with them and make your own deliverables. There is another possibility. You can also download a list of all weekly reports, again going through what is shown in the screenshot. Click on the export to Excel or the export to XML button, and you can download a list of the URLs of all weekly reports in XLS or PDF format. Yet another option is make a search, define your criteria, which includes product category, notifying country, the time span that you want to search on. You get the results, export them to Excel or to XML, and make use of them along your personal needs. The information is not only available on our public websites that I showed before, but can also be directly accessed through the EU Open Data Portal pages dedicated to SafetyGate. Again, here I give the URL and all the possible ways that you can retrieve or subscribe to. So that's more or less the same topic, but entering it through a different gateway. Also important for you to know what the data structure is that you get from Excel. As indicated, all the information that is publicly available is available in the Excel files. And this is an example. The XML downloads also have a standard data structure, and again contain all the information that has been made available publicly for each alert. What are the fields and the XML tags that you can retrieve? It's a list of 26 different fields, which go from the type of alert, the alert number, who submitted the alert, the risk type, the brand of the product, the category, the risk, the legal provisions related to the risk, company recall pages. You have it all there, and that is the general structure of our data. There is also another possibility to tingle around with the data that we have, and that is by using the statistical tool that we have at the disposal to anybody, which retrieves statistics directly from the internal SafetyGate RAPEX system. So if you're interested in notifications or alerts made by a specific country during a specific period of the year on a specific type of risk or a specific type of category of product, a toy, a motor vehicle, or what have you, you fill in your criteria and you get directly the results obtained from the internal system that we manage for the system as such. There are also graphics available on the right-hand side, so this tool is available for open use to anybody. Also relevant to know that we have annual reports available since 2004. In the years 2010, 2015, those reports were very detailed and long, explaining all kinds of details. The last few years we are having short, very concise reports giving hints and tips how to make use best of the system, and it's worth to have a look through all of that. So that's a general overview of what the system is, what data it contains, and where you can retrieve. And I hope this information will allow you to retrieve all the information. In any case, if you have specific requests following this presentation, you can always send us an email to the functional mailbox that is indicated below in the last slide. Thank you.
Great, thanks a lot. Just one question. How are those different items identified? Because I could imagine there are thousands of bracelets, thousands of rings. How can I know that I'm talking precisely about that one?
Well, it's about the quality of the notifications that is submitted. We have a number of data fields that should allow to specifically go to the specific article that has been subjected to an alert. So it's the product name, the batch number, the production date, specific indications on the product that should be there to allow you to see that a specific product is the one that has been recalled. And if that information is available, together, of course, with the images that have been supported, should allow you to identify whether this alert concerns the product that you have in your hand and should not be used or sold by shops or online platforms.
Great, thanks. Which data sets would you recommend, or do you have an idea to combine it with? I could think, for example, about economic data sets to see between the alerts and economic development, or what would you think of?
Well, I think from what we've seen in the past, it is often where products are identified as unsafe. We see certain trends, and indeed economic developments or new issues such as products sold in the context of the crisis that we have now, the COVID-19 crisis. These type of things could be set against each other. We see hundreds of face masks that have been notified in the system because they pretended to protect while they do not. So these type of things can indeed be very helpful to quickly identify trends and set it back against economic realities.
So would you say that in COVID times you had much more cases like this, or?
We have seen a twist in certain products. It's a constant feature that there needs to be a vigilance, for example, by market surveillance authorities. But there are new type of products coming in depending on a certain moment. So sometimes we have products that become very popular for youngsters, and we have had that with hoverboards in the past, where we have seen a sudden increase of problems there. With COVID-related products, we have seen hand sanitizing products, face masks, and issues like that really have become very strongly represented over time and due to a well-known cause.
Great. And if you could wish for an application that the EU Datathoners should come up with, what would be like your dream?
Well, one of the things we would be hoping for is making sure that our data become even more used by the general public. We know, of course, that authorities have their data and do things. We know economic operators also look at our data. For us, it will be very interesting to see that consumers become more aware of this type of information that will allow them to stay safer. And if we would have an application that would allow consumers to become better aware and have hands-on direct instruments to screen what they're buying is effectively not identified as unsafe, that would help enormously, specifically for that user group.
Great. So thank you so much for your presentation, and we're very confident that people will use your dataset and come up with great ideas which we cannot even imagine for now. So please submit a proposal until Friday this week, and thanks a lot for your presentation. See you soon.